gather them all together, all these characters, put them in like a box, pull them out, and discuss who's winning the fight. Yeah, Drunkards and Sons
versus segment. Holy shit.
Die Hard.
Bruce Willis. Because I'm picking Mel Gibson from fucking Lethal Weapon.
Oh man, the Drunkards and Sons versus
Hagar the Horrible.
I'm gonna do John Carter from.
Oh fuck him.
You like pull him out. Leatherface versus like Wolverine or some shit like that.
In this versus, we're doing it, splicing it up different ways. What are we also Drunkards the Sons versus? You know what time it is. It's time to duke it out with some pop culture icons that me and Joe are going to pick of each topic, each genre, each week. We coming at you live on Anchor, Spotify, and remember, check us out on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, not live. We're not live, but whatever. Anyways, you know what I mean. So tonight we're doing another versus. This is D.U.T.S versus episode whatever. Tonight's episode though is all about crime. What does it pay for?
Everything.
Anyways, so in crime,
we got a whole kinds of characters.
We got a lot of characters.
They're either fictional or
they're all
non-fiction.
fictional and non-fictional. Mm-hmm. It's anybody in pop culture, whether it's comic books, movies, or music, anything.
Yeah.
Crime.
Man, that's one thing.
So I kicked it off. You got a guy in charge in your hand?
Yes.
Who's your
my first thought was Denzel and American Gangster.
Ooh, that's fucking
I forget his name.
It's not Bobby Johnson. Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas. That's right.
Is a badass. That is a badass pick. Well, you're picking him, but my pick was gonna be I don't remember the guy's name, but he's in a comic and in a movie, which is Tom Hanks's character in Road to Perdition.
Oh.
I don't remember his name.
I don't either.
But that's a badass pick.
That is a badass.
And the reason I pick him is because he's an assassin who's a fucking like Chicago mobster guy. But he's he's real quiet. He's one of the best of the best. Mm-hmm. And Frank Lucas is one of the best of the best. In fact, he's the top of the food chain where he's from. In Harlem.
Yeah. So I got a little bit. You picked Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
From
Road to Perdition.
Yeah,
Not
the other
not
guy.
Judd.
Yeah, that one.
Jude Law. Jude Law. The other guy.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the main character.
All right.
But he's an assassin.
Two different eras.
It's two different eras, but they're gangsters.
They are gangsters, but you know what? I'm going to pull a Tom here, and I'm going to say, I never saw my pick ever have any type of automatic weapon.
Ooh, you did.
No, not in that movie, anyways.
But he didn't need it. But Frank Lucas had him. I guarantee he had him.
Probably
because he was growing ranks in like the fucking 50s and 60s and 70s. I mean, he gave power. He was in the 70s, right? Yeah. But in the 50s and 60s, he was active in the streets. You know what I mean?
I feel like I win because he's real.
Guy is real. Frank Lucas is real.
But anyways, great. He is good.
What's his dog doing?
But
ruining fucking shows what that dog's doing.
But when it comes down to it, though, what type of fight is this, or what type of better gangster?
I mean, to me, if you're a gangster, especially these guys, they're an organized crime.
Yeah,
like both these guys are an organized crime. They're not just like some gangbangers, just like meeting in an alley and beating the shit out of each other, right? No. So in order for them to kill each other, they got to plot it out. They got to stake it out, make sure they don't get caught and implicated. So they cannot get caught and implicated in the fact that they're going to murder this other person because they're gangsters and they're with this crime family. And you don't want your crime family to be known. You want it to be known in the underworld, but not known in the regular world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to calculate it and cool and calm. Now, to Joe's defense, Frank Lucas did do these things in fucking American Gangster.
And he was the leader.
And he was also a victim of these things.
Yes.
In American Gangster.
But we're defending each other's characters here because,
I know, right?
Because your guy was an actual assassin that set these things up.
Well, Frank Lucas was a hitman for Bumpy Johnson. See, Frank Lucas ran through because he was under Bumpy Johnson, and when Bumpy quit, that's how he was able to jump into power and all that shit. But he was a hitman just like my dude. But my dude just never aspired to be the top of the food chain. Because
Yeah.
my dude was like, I'm trying to get out.
Yes.
I'm trying to get out with my kid. The prohibition is coming to an end. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That shit is going to kill us.
Yeah.
You know, and it did in the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Fucking Tom Hanks
20-year-old movie.
I know, right? He dies because of an assassin that was sent by another familia.
Yeah.
Another fucking mafioso. You
And,
know?
but then I go to jail. Denzel goes to jail. Frank Lucas. But he lives.
But
see, that's the thing.
In the end, do you think that Frank Lucas could outsmart my dude? I just wish I knew the dude's name. I'm just going to call him Tom Hanks. Yeah. Tom Hanks from Road to Perdition. He's going to be right here above me.
Yeah.
He'll have probably that raincoat.
You know what?
But you know what?
I think Denzel wins. I can't. Denzel makes it to the top. And this guy's trying to get out. He does die in this movie.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Joe. And the reason I give it to you is because you're right. Denzel does make it to the top.
Yeah.
And this guy never made it past.
He tried to get out and still died
doing it. Yeah. So in the end, I think he would be outsmarted by, even though he's clever as fuck.
He is.
He'd probably take out some of Frank Lucas's cats, but I think Frank Lucas, in the end, he's going to have him hanging from a post like they did in American Gangster with his people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking, that's a badass movie, though. I recommend both of those.
Yeah, both of them. Both some great movies.
Great movies. So I guess fucking Frank Lucas wins.
Whoa! Whatever that was.
Yeah,
anyways.
Whatever that was.
I tried to do something.
So here comes our second one. So now I'm down. I'm down. And you know what? Since I'm down, I'm never out.
No.
Since I'm down, I'm never out. We're going crime. I'm going to pick Donnie Brasco.
Now, see, that's what I was about to ask you.
Because he's a cop.
He's a cop. But I was like, can we go to the other side? Because
it's crime. It's part of the crime. It's part of the crime story.
I don't know why. I thought it was strictly bad guys. So that is a good pick.
I picked Donnie Brasco.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And my biggest reason for Donnie Brasco is no matter what gang you're going to pull, I bet I can infiltrate it.
I mean, you got a point.
That's my thing.
Oh, my God. Because that is a great fucking pick.
So you might as well just sacrifice someone. You might as well sacrifice someone.
I might just have to.
Because I had another great pick I was going to pick, and I didn't. I was like, you know what? Donnie's going to give me a win. I'm going to win.
Donnie would almost have to.
Joe Pistone, a.k.a. Donnie Brasco.
He gets in.
He gets in.
And takes him down.
He takes him down.
Oh, fuck.
And he was about to be a made man.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to sacrifice. Oh, fuck.
Might sacrifice someone. And we're only tied.
Yeah, I know. If I sacrifice, we're tied. You know what? Like,
unless you think somebody could kill Donnie Brasco.
It's hard. Like, I don't know. I'm not.
If you could pick a character that could sniff out Donnie Brasco's bullshit before he made it that far through the ranks.
But how would I know? How would I know if he could?
I don't know. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So I'm gonna sacrifice.
Or just say fuck it and just say Tom wins.
Tom wins.
Donnie Brasco. That's a tough one for Joe. So here we go. This is it. This is the decider. Since I kind of just blew that up.
Yeah,
I blew that one up.
Yeah.
But you know what? You could have picked Serpico. You could pick Serpico.
I've never seen it.
I mean, he was a cop, but he gave up. I mean, it's a crime story.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about it. I've never seen the movie.
All right.
I'm thinking.
Who you got?
I'm gonna.
I know who I'm picking. I saved this one. I've saved them 2 rounds now, because that last one came to me.
But what if I pick who you were picking?
Then we're gonna pick my alternate, which I have another alternate.
Okay.
Who you got, my friend?
Man, you threw a whole wrench into it with the cops.
With Donnie Brasco.
With the cop side. Like, I can't.
It's crime movies.
I can't even think of a good cop though, other than I haven't even seen that. Oh shit! Oh man, that'd be good. I don't want to pick him though. I don't think he's that smart. Obviously. Let's go with fuck. Seems like all the
you gotta pick somebody.
Scarface.
Oh, Robert De Niro
Yeah,
in Scarface.
yeah.
Al Capone. That's
Al
who-
Capone, yeah.
Oh, you're picking Scarface?
No, Scarface.
Oh, you're picking.
Al Pacino.
Then I can pick Al Capone because I thought you meant because Al Capone was called Scarface.
Yes.
Because he had that scar.
Yes.
And that's who I was going to pick was Al
Ooh.
Capone, Robert De Niro from The Untouchables.
And
And you pick Scarface. Hey, man, Tony Montana. You pick Tony Montana? Tony Montana.
I'm real partial in arguments like this. Your guy existed.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, in reality,
I
there
just-
were people like Scarface because there was the Haitians. I mean, not the Haitians, but the Cuban criminals and a bunch of refugees.
Yeah.
And there was criminals that came with them.
Yeah.
And that's what that movie's all about. Is like someone coming from Cuba who was a criminal and then raised in the ranks of the underworld. You know, so it's very possible there was real Scarfaces, especially in the 80s with the fucking cocaine
That's
and all
true.
that shit.
That's
You know
true,
what I mean?
but I'm just super partial to like
But it's
knowing
it's a
that your guy-
fictionalization
Yes.
of a
And
blanket.
I didn't want to pick him because he dies. Most of them do die, and that's
Most of them do,
Yeah.
unless you're a dirty cop.
yeah. Because I almost picked Denzel in Training Day.
You should have. Because I mean, but Tony Montana, that's a good pick. And the only reason I picked, and I think Scarface would beat him.
Mhm.
The reason I think Scarface
Before he got syphilis.
before he got set up, I think the reason Al Capone would beat Tony Montana.
Yeah.
This is the battle of the Scarfaces.
Yeah, it is.
People have not realized this. This is Scarfaces. And I think Al Capone would beat Tony Montana. The reason I say this is because, one, Al Capone set up some motherfuckers called the St. Valentine Day Massacre.
Massacre, yeah.
They thought they were cops and they blasted them all, right? So I'm sure he could do the same thing to Tony Montana's people.
I'm sure he could.
There's half of them gone right there. And the other side is, I think Al Capone, because Al Capone had so many politicians and so many cops on the payroll. I think even in Little Havana, he's going to be able to pay off motherfuckers to give up Tony Montana and then kill him. I think the cops, he could pay off the cops. And if he didn't pay off them, he could pay off other crime lords. I think Al Capone would come in and go, look, guys, you know, it's Chicago. We're going to do something good here, huh, Gal? We're going to get rid of them. We're going to do his. I think they were more calculated. I think he has more influence over the communities.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure if he's known up there, he's going to be known down here. I think Tony Montana loses because Tony Montana is just up and coming. The whole time he's coming up, by the time he hits a boss, he's a gangster that went through the ranks of the streets and he didn't give a fuck about anything. He killed off all these people. So he's got a lot of enemies. And I think Al Capone would be able to capitalize off of that and fucking devastate him.
I'm just saying, like, this whole time you're saying that, I'm thinking of the character Al Capone, Scarface. I'm thinking of Scarface, and like, he just seemed like some kind of punk that got lucky and got up there.
Well, he was vicious.
Yeah.
He was ruthless, and he was able to do through
it didn't
certain
seem
moves.
very calculated.
But it came a point where he became reckless,
yeah,
and like.
and that's what I.
Al
That's what I'm
Capone was
looking at.
never reckless. Al Capone was always calculated. That Al Capone, I think, would be able to fucking even Tony Montana so coked up would still take a baseball bat to Tony Montana's head and be able to fucking destroy it. And he'd be like, I
mean, that was a long, good argument. And
you got nothing. To
and the
rebuttal
whole
against.
time, like, I want to be like, yeah, but Scarface this and that, but me being honest with myself, I know that he's not gonna win.
I don't think so.
You win. So you took the night then.
But it was a good battle. It was fucking. It went 3 rounds.
It did go
It went 3 rounds.
I won the first one at least.
Did you win the first one? I thought you won the second one.
No, I won the first one because Donnie Brasco. Fuck
Donnie
that.
Brasco was the second one. I had my crooked cop. I'm in my undercover. And then I brought out the big guns of the mafioso, Al Capone. This was D.U.T.S versus Drunk of the Sun, the podcast about anything and everything under the sun. Remember to check us out on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, and all that shit. We're coming at you 4 to 3 or 4, some maybe even 7 times a week. You'll never know. All I know is there will be a new something on our channel every week.
Hell yeah!
Count on that. So thanks for tuning in, all our subscribers on Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify, Anchor, and don't forget YouTube. Peace.
Gather them all together, all these characters, put them in like a box, pull them out, and discuss who's winning the fight. Yeah, Drunk of the Suns
Versus segment. Holy shit.
Die Hard.
Bruce Willis. Because I'm picking Mel Gibson from fucking Lethal Weapon.
Ah, man. The Drunk of the Suns versus
Hagar the Horrible.
I'm gonna do John Carter from...
Oh, fuck him.
You like pull him out. Leatherface versus like Wolverine or some shit like that.
Then this versus, we're doing it, splicing it up different ways.